Hey there people, it's Fresh Mark Sense, another fresh review, aka Zest for Life. Today I'll be talking about fresh, creamy, uplifting, natural smelling scents that remind me of the scent of white birch. Yes, this is a very creamy, soft, almost like sandalwood, but it goes in a more woodsy, bitter, fresh direction. It's different from pine fir needle, which is more of a deep green foresty note. This is a soft sandalwood, creamy yet slightly bitterer foresty smell that is reminiscent of natural woods. There are more of these plants in Europe, but if you go to Surrey and the like, you find a multitude of plants. You get pine fir needle with the pine cones falling down, and the birch is more of the white tree. It has a white tree bark and has a distinct ambery, bitter, fresh, woodsy and sandalwood-like smell, which is almost mountain fresh. That reminds me of Creed Himalaya, because they use birch in that as well. So let me get straight into these fragrances with something that is minty fresh, using the notes of mint, galbandium, aldehydes, keep it fresh, tonka bean in the base, vanilla, and a bit of amber. I'm talking about Jean Paul Gaultier Andre edition. This is the most fresh out of all of them. There is Superman, and there is the Superman edition, limited edition, and Andre edition. And this Andre edition has the same notes as Superman, however it has ISO E Super in the base to make it more long lasting with the sandalwood, they say woodsy notes, but I believe that there's birch in here, like a soft white wood note in here with the white musk and amber. Geranium. Let me just give you a feel for this perfume. First you hit with the mint and aldehydes, which gives a fresh air feeling. A little bit of neroli as well, keeps it soft, and this is what starts the soft theme, mixing a nice ambery and woodsy notes with the ISO E Super to keep it longer lasting. Definitely a creamy, fresh and effervescent scent. Neroli is almost like orange blossom, however it's more bitter green, and it has a soft plumage about it. Similar to orange blossom, however it's more natural and green, more green smelling, let's say, however both from nature of course. Definitely check this out if you want something for summertime or on the beach or something like that. Very casual and fresh. This isn't really a formal perfume. These are all formal. These are all fresh perfumes, but I will get into another one that you can wear formally later. The next one is also a casual one. That's Vetiver Fresh Hugo Reversed. I'm going to reverse this video so you can see it properly. Is a vetiver scent with the very zingy bergamot and rosemary in the top note. So you get some grapefruit and bergamot in the top note. In the middle there is rosemary, which comes out through the top, making it green, herbal, fresh, and it has a certain soft touch to it, almost like clary sage, but lavender is a lot more sweet and powdery, but this is more of the green, fresh rosemary vibe. And then the Haitian vetiver, which is so vetiver is almost like a green grass, but this is a tall green grass. This is a tall, waxy, bitter and a herbal green fresh grass vibe with that zingy limey bergamot and sandalwood. There's a sandalwood and it's woodsy notes, but I believe it's sandalwood and white birch, which keeps it creamy, white fresh, that is like a clean white linen almost. So it has a very green, fresh white linen vibe. Hugo reversed. This is definitely something that I spray in the middle of the day if I want to revitalize myself. And the next one is something that you've already heard of, and I mentioned before, but I'm going to mention it again because it has that sort of birch vibe with the nice patchouli that you experience from Creed Aventus. However, it's different from Creed Aventus. Cedrat Boisé opens up with pineapple, grapefruit, apple, a little bit of white peach, and it says what is it, blackberry as well, but I don't really smell the blackcurrant that much. You really have to look out for it. It smells more like pineapple, orange, and the same sort of fruity combination of Sicily. However, Sicily has an added water note. So this is a zesty, limey, fresh bergamot with that grapefruit really coming through. The blackberry in this is more of a it's there when you focus on it, but it's a clash between blackberry, lemon, and grapefruit. They say lemon and blackberry in the top note, but I'm smelling more grapefruit, then lemon, then maybe even like some pineapple, and a touch of orange with the white peach, which is very similar to Sicily. However, it doesn't go in a more fruity direction because they added that blackberry touch to it. So it's just a touch of blackberry to lead it into a more leathery base. And then you get the patchouli, and it really smells like birch at this moment because there's a patchouli and a woodsy notes, but I think in these woodsy notes there is some birch in here, because when you get to the base with vanilla and amber and sandalwood, it smells more like white birch with the white musk in the base. Definitely one to go for in summer. It's a tart, fruity, zesty lemon and grapefruit combination with the slight spices in the middle. Slight spices in the middle, I think, just hold it together with the blackberry and the leather note to make it more masculine. Then the aforementioned Sicily. Sicily goes in a more fruity, aquatic direction, more orange and pineapple. This is more leathery, masculine. Got that patchouli and white birch scent that really keeps it creamy, fresh, and sweet at the end, with a touch of masculine leather and fruits. Definitely check out Cedrat Boisé in the summertime and spring. Perfect for that. And finally, something a little bit different because I like to mix it up. I don't like all of the fragrances being the same. However, this follows the same suit of a natural creamy freshness that reminds me of Creed, Himalaya, and white birch. However, this goes in a more herbal, fresh, minty direction. Vetiver Sensual by Mansera is well, let's go straight into it by spraying it actually, because this is lighter. It doesn't have a bodacious fruity note like Cedrat Boisé. However, it gains attention through its green, airy freshness, similar to Prada Luna Rossa Sport with its juniper and musk. It's airy, fresh, and green. However, it achieves this through the note of mint. It has mint and orchid in the middle note, and a great musk and vetiver note. In the top, it just says it's got it's like a limey bergamot. Yeah. So not much to say about the top. It's more of a limey bergamot opening that is very similar to Karl Lagerfeld's Bois de Yuzu, which is complex in its sourness. However, this has a green, fresh, sour musk about it, which is more complex than Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver, which I feel quite cold and linear. And it has that same natural aspect. This does go into a slightly powdery green vibe, so it smells like almost like lavender musk with mint, slight citrus note on the top. It's not tart, it's more sour, fresh, musky, and green. So this is a very airy, fresh perfume, Vetiver Sensual. Nonetheless, it is quite soft but it doesn't go into a creamy sandalwood soft direction, but it does remind me of the airy green freshness of Creed Himalaya. So there you go. These are my airy, fresh, refreshing pick-me-ups that I use in summer and spring just to refresh the atmosphere. Let me know what you think in the comment section about these perfumes. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to make it up to 1,000 if I want to make a living out of this, and I want to make a big community out of this. Definitely we're trying to hit the 1,000 mark, so subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoy these videos. Take care, stay free and stay fresh.